Right, it's the day after the coronation. I've been waiting for the right weather, i.e. blue sky, to show you the flowers of the cherry clone. But over the last couple of days, it was poured with rain all day yesterday, so it wasn't worth looking at. Now all the petals have all fallen off, so it was a gorgeous white display up here. You can trace the outline, the crowns of all the trees, and absolutely marvellous from over there. Now it just looks like ordinary trees. But never mind. Suddenly all the beech is in leaf, and I love the colour of beech leaves when they first start. Ash is just starting to think about it. Oak is well a long way to coming out. And the hazel is again thinking about it. And the coppice stalls, the new ones cut this winter, are just starting to sprout. Right, with that little intro, I'm going to talk about something else. And it's basically some of the hurdles against the small scale, nature conservation friendly management of woodlands. Bear in mind that what I'm going to say isn't a complaint in any way. I'm privileged to be able to come up here and do what I want to do in this wood, well, within reason. But I'm pretty much left to get on to do what I want to do. And although I think I produce a very nice end result in terms of areas of hazel coppice, taken derelict to deer fenced and regenerating well, I'm not doing this to earn a living. If I was doing this to earn a living, I would fail, no doubt about it. Today, for instance, I've taken out 5 bundles of 8-foot bean rods and 4 bundles of 6-foot bean rods. And this morning I couldn't get this old van up here because it rained all day yesterday, and this track is pretty much 4-wheel drive only. My old van, you could argue that I'm undercapitalised, is 2-wheel drive, and because it's light on the back, it hasn't got very much in the way of traction. But hell, it was 300 quid, and that was 7 or 8 years ago. It's got 4 wheels, one at each corner, they all go around, stops and steers. It's got all the windows in, it even locks, so what's not to like? If I was starting out as a coppice worker, I would have to work on this site a 4-wheel drive vehicle. And as any of you who are listening to this, still listening to this, probably know that 4-wheel drive vehicles in this country attract a premium. So even a manky old Land Rover will cost you a lot of money, and you never get one with carrying capacity like this for 300 quid or even 1,000 quid, unless you get a real old dog that breaks down all the time. But this is the track. It's perfect for what the farmer wants. He's basically got 4-wheel drive vehicles and tractors, and he's been up and down here today with some of the harvesting vehicles and machinery. But as you can see, this hole here is about 12-14 inches deep. My old van's got good ground clearance, but if I slipped into that, I would ground out. And if it grounds out with one back wheel off, then I'm stuck, no traction at all. One wheel spinning round and round and round, the other just sitting there. If it's dry, I can sit here. You can see where I've just been. There's my tyre track, another tyre there. But last time I was up here, it rained all day, and even going downhill, which this is, I was sweating about getting out. The old van made a couple of dives for the fence, because on the top of this is chalk with some dirt on the top. It gets very, very slippery. So unless there's some kind of grant aid to allow improvement of access to woodlands like this, and this is quite a big woodland, it's ancient, and it's hazel coppice with oak standards for quite a lot of it, and there's other sorts of wood within here, it's very diverse. Unless you can get some kind of grant aid to improve access, you won't get anybody to actually cut this, even at no cost. So basically cut it and then sell it and make what they can. You certainly won't get anybody in here unless they're tooled up to buy the regenerated hazel coppice as a standing crop. You'll need four-wheel drive access. So if we look over here, this is where I have to stop. To extract me firewood, unless I want to walk it out across this field, I've got to come in this gate here. And you see the harvesting machinery coming down. They might want to come down and follow me out, so we better get to say what I've got to say and then shut up and move away. Basically, I can't get through there, not a hope in hell. And this is not a complaint. And I certainly can't get through there. I tried to get through there back at the end of the summer, just as the drought ceased. And I got almost all the way through, and then it went, and I was stuck, and I had to dig it out. What I don't want to do is ring the farmer up and go, "Stuart, I'm stuck again, can you come and pull me out?" That would be a pain in the arse for him. But to get my timber out, I've got to come through here, go up to there, which I can do if the sward in the summer is grazed down. I can't do it if it's nice and luxuriant like this, because I've got to back up, and I can't back uphill with that old van, rear wheel drive, because it hasn't got enough traction. But if I liaise with the farmer and do it right, I can do it. But if there was a little bit of grant aid, we'll be able to come in and do this gateway, and the gateway down the bottom, all downhill. It would make things ever so much easier. I might encourage someone who's trying to make a living to come in here and do small areas. Oh, I hear you cry. Why do small areas? It's not economically viable if you do small areas. But it's much better from a nature conservation point of view to do small areas. Put more structural diversity in the wood. If you do a huge area at once, bring all your machinery in, and say you do that at the end of the winter and everything's all wet, you might be able to get everything out, but you're going to make a mess, come what may. So, something to think about. How do we get over these hurdles to get our woodlands back into management on a scale which reflects the scale of the woodland? Most woodlands in lowland England on farms and privately owned areas of land are small, especially the ancient ones. And even if they are large and ancient, they need to be managed on a small scale basis. And if you go from the point of view that wood that pays is wood that stays, that management needs to be able to at least break even for the person who's doing the work. And much better for the person that's doing the work, they need to make enough money to survive and have a reasonable standard of living. So today, even in the state I'm in, I managed to cut this lot. I think we worked out another post, and I've got 5 bundles of 8 foot and 4 bundles of 6 foot, and I sell these, or managed to sell these last year for £10 a bundle, irrespective of length. That's because of local markets. So that is 5 and 4 is £90. So I've made, in inverted commas, £90 today. That doesn't sound too bad, does it? But bear in mind, I've got to be able to transport it home and be able to market it and get people to come and collect it or deliver it. So it's pretty marginal. Right. With these comments from the cows, I'm going to shut up and go home and have my tea. Thank you very much.